What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Subscribe, and today we're tackling the question everyone's asking. Which trending stocks and cryptos are worth your attention for 2025? The market is full of hype and speculation, so we're cutting through the noise with rapid-fire analysis on the hottest names. From obscure biotech to the latest crypto tokens, we'll break down what matters and what to avoid. If you enjoy these deep dives, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a market breakdown. Let's jump right in. First up, let's talk about ABVX, ticker symbol ABVX, a French biotech company that's making a bold bet on developing a breakthrough treatment for ulcerative colitis. This is a chronic, painful disease that affects millions of people worldwide, and the need for new therapies is huge. ABVX is hoping its lead drug candidate will stand out in a crowded field and become a game-changer for patients and investors alike. Investing in ABVX is the definition of a high-risk, high-reward play. If their late-stage clinical trials deliver positive results, the stock could skyrocket, potentially delivering life-changing returns for early investors. But if the trials disappoint or the drug fails to get regulatory approval, the stock could crash, wiping out a significant portion, or even all, of your investment. The company is burning through cash at a rapid pace to fund its research and development, and it faces intense competition from other biotech firms racing to develop similar treatments. Any setback in the clinic, whether it's a failed trial, a regulatory delay, or a safety concern, could be catastrophic for the company's future and its share price. If you're the kind of investor who thrives on risk and truly believes in the science behind ABVX's approach, then taking a small speculative position might be worth considering. Just remember, this is not a stock for the faint-hearted or for those who can't afford to lose their investment. For most investors, though, the prudent move is to watch this story unfold from the sidelines. There's no shame in waiting for more data or for the company to prove itself before jumping in. The potential upside is massive, there's no denying that. But so is the risk of a total loss, especially in a sector as unpredictable as biotech, where fortunes can change overnight. Don't even think about betting your retirement savings on a single biotech stock, no matter how promising it looks. The stakes are simply too high. Biotech investing is not for the faint of heart. It requires nerves of steel, a willingness to accept big swings, and the discipline to know when to walk away. Next, Wang and Lee Group WLGS, a micro-cap Hong Kong construction firm. The business is niche, but the real story is the wild speculation-driven price swings. Low-float stocks like this are magnets for pump-and-dump schemes and market manipulation. There's little fundamental news to justify the volatility. Investing here is pure gambling, not investing. The risk of getting caught in a crash is sky high. There are far better, more stable opportunities out there. Hard pass. Now let's talk about ANEB Pharmaceuticals, ticker symbol ANEB, a company that's drawing attention for its focus on developing treatments for substance use disorders, with a particular emphasis on cannabis intoxication. As cannabis use becomes more widespread, the need for effective interventions is growing, and ANEB is aiming to fill that gap with innovative science. Their lead drug candidate is showing early promise in clinical trials, targeting the reversal of acute cannabis intoxication, a condition that can be distressing and in some cases dangerous. This is a unique approach in the pharmaceutical world, and it's generating a lot of curiosity among both medical professionals and investors. However, it's important to remember that it's still early days for ANEB. The journey from promising clinical data to full regulatory approval is long, complex, and often very expensive. There are many hurdles to clear, including larger trials, regulatory scrutiny, and the challenge of proving both safety and efficacy. Like ABVX, investing in ANEB is a classic binary bet. If the company's drug succeeds and gains approval, the upside could be enormous, potentially transforming the company and delivering significant returns to early investors. But if the trials fail, or the drug doesn't make it to market, there's a very real risk that the investment could go to zero. This is the nature of early-stage biotech. High risk, high reward, and plenty of volatility along the way. If you're optimistic about the growing need for a cannabis antidote, and you believe in the science behind ANEB's approach, then a small, speculative position might make sense as part of a diversified, high-risk portfolio. For most investors, though, it's probably wiser to watch from the sidelines for now. The science is fascinating and the potential is real, but the risks are simply too great for all but the most risk-tolerant. As with any speculative biotech play, patience and caution are key. Keep an eye on the data as it emerges and be prepared for a bumpy ride if you decide to get involved. The risks here are enormous, and the outcome is far from certain. Ultimately, Anebulo is a story for the boldest investors, those who can stomach the volatility and are willing to accept the possibility of total loss in exchange for a shot at a breakthrough. Shifting to crypto, KARRAT, the token powering a decentralized protocol for gaming and entertainment. KARRAT lets communities govern games and content, giving players real influence. Its success depends on adoption by developers and integration into popular games. The project is new, the competition is fierce, and the future is uncertain. If you believe in Web3 gaming and decentralized governance, a small early bet could pay off. But be ready for extreme volatility and the possibility of total loss. High risk, high potential reward. Only invest what you can afford to lose. Next, Lagrange, Token LA, a zero-knowledge coprocessor for blockchain state proofs. It's deep crypto infrastructure, enabling secure cross-chain data access for developers. The project is highly technical and not yet widely available. If Lagrange becomes a core piece of Web3, the upside is huge, but the competition is intense, and the risks are high. This is for crypto pros, not casual investors. If you're not deep in the tech, steer clear, watch closely, but invest cautiously. Elastos, ELA, sets out to revolutionize the way we interact with the internet by building a truly decentralized ecosystem. Unlike traditional platforms, Elastos envisions a digital world where users are in full control of their online identities, assets, and data, free from the grip of centralized corporations and data brokers. In this new paradigm, your personal information isn't just protected, it's owned by you. Elastos empowers individuals to decide how, when, and with whom their data is shared, putting privacy and autonomy at the forefront of the web experience. As one of the earliest projects in the blockchain space, Elastos has built a loyal and passionate community that continues to support its mission. The project's longevity is a testament to its strong foundation and the dedication of its supporters. However, despite its robust technology and years of development, Elastos has faced significant hurdles in breaking into the mainstream. Widespread adoption remains a challenge as newer projects often capture more attention and hype. At the heart of the Elastos ecosystem is the ELA token. It's not just a currency, it's the fuel for transactions, digital identities, and decentralized applications, enabling seamless interactions across the platform. ELA also powers staking, governance, and rewards, making it an essential part of the network's security and growth. Users can participate in the ecosystem by staking their tokens and supporting the network's operations. If you're passionate about a future where the web is truly user-owned and decentralized, Elastos offers a compelling vision. Its technology aims to empower individuals and foster innovation in the digital world. For long-term believers, holding ELA could be a strategic move, as the project's fundamentals and steady development may yield rewards over time. Still, compared to the explosive growth seen in some newer crypto projects, ELA's potential for rapid gains is more limited. It's a project focused on steady progress rather than quick hype. For cautious investors, ELA represents a safer, more established option in the volatile crypto market, backed by years of development and a clear vision. Yet, the path to mass adoption is still uncertain. Elastos must overcome awareness and usability barriers to reach its full potential. For now, ELA is a hold for true believers and a cautious buy for newcomers. In this space, fundamentals matter more than hype. Caldera, ERA token, offers rollup as a service, letting anyone launch custom blockchains on Ethereum. The trend toward modular, app-specific chains is strong, and Caldera is positioning as key infrastructure. The token isn't live yet, and competition is fierce. If you believe in a future of thousands of rollups, Caldera could be a winner, but it's early, high risk, and unproven. Watch for adoption and innovation before jumping in. Infrastructure bets can pay off big or fizzle. EOS, once the Ethereum killer, raised billions, then stumbled with centralization and governance issues. The community took control, ousted the original team, and is now rebuilding under the EOS network foundation. It's a rare crypto comeback story, but the project still faces stiff competition and a damaged reputation. If you believe in the new community-led vision, EOS could be a value play. The risk is high, but so is the potential for redemption. Not for the risk-averse, but worth watching. Sometimes second-act surprise. VOXEL token is a blockchain-based tactical RPG with NFT characters and play-to-earn mechanics. The game is fun and accessible, with a real focus on gameplay, not just crypto hype. VOXEL is used for in-game purchases, crafting, and marketplace activity. Success depends on keeping players engaged and growing the community. If the game thrives, the token could appreciate. If not, it could crash. The gaming space is crowded and volatile. Invest only if you believe in the team and the game's staying power. High risk, high reward. Seamless Protocol, SEAM token, is a DeFi lending platform on Coinbase's Base network. It offers a new model for safer, more efficient lending and borrowing. Its position on Base gives it a strong growth tailwind, but competition is fierce. SEAM is a governance token, letting holders shape the protocol's future. If you're bullish on Base and Seamless's innovation, it's a compelling but risky bet. Watch for adoption and security. Next-gen DeFi, but not without risks. NEWT token, powers a DEX focused on long-tail, hard-to-find crypto assets. The platform gives the community control over listings and fees. Early days are volatile, with high rewards attracting short-term capital. The real test is whether NEWT can build lasting liquidity and volume. If it becomes the go-to for niche tokens, NEWT could be valuable. For now, it's best to watch and wait. High risk, high uncertainty. Space and Time, SXT token, builds a decentralized, verifiable data warehouse for Web3. Their proof of SQL tech lets dApps securely use off-chain data. Backed by big names, they're solving a real problem for developers. If they deliver, SXT could be a foundational Web3 asset. The risks are technical and competitive, long-term high-conviction play for believers in decentralized data, infrastructure with massive potential. Two ultra-niche tokens, DAOKERNEL for a Web3 learning community, and Pirate Nation token for a blockchain RPG. Both are tied to the success of a single community or game. If you're deeply involved, the tokens offer real utility and governance. For outsiders, these are pure gambles with concentrated risk. Most investors should avoid. If you're passionate about the project, holding makes sense. Otherwise, steer clear. Niche tokens, niche risks. That's our rapid-fire breakdown of today's hottest stocks and cryptos. The key: know what you're investing in: science, business, community, or pure speculation. This isn't financial advice. Always do your own research and never risk more than you can afford to lose. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What are you bullish or bearish on? If you found value here, like and subscribe for more market deep dives. Thanks for watching. See you next time.